In what it labeled an act of accountability, we're learning Ramsey County will pay $1 million to a woman sexually assaulted by a guard for a private prisoner transport company.
The county's failure to do due diligence in hiring the company was first exposed in a KARE 11 investigation. Here's AJ Legault with the latest developments in Nowhere to Turn.
And item number 6, settlement agreement.
Quickly and quietly, in a July 8th Ramsey County board meeting.
McGuire.
Aye.
McMurtry.
Aye.
County commissioners unanimously agreed to pay $1 million to settle a lawsuit brought last year by a sexual assault survivor we're only identifying by her first name, Jennifer.
With all the abuse of power, the sexual abuse, the sexual assaults, it was important to me that was seen and that something was done about it.
KARE 11 first introduced you to Jennifer back in 2023.
This is a free call from an inmate at the Minnesota Department of Corrections.
When she was in a far darker place.
Hello?
Hi, Jennifer.
This is, hi.
She had a story.
I just want my story to be heard.
It has been. This was Jennifer back in 2020, led into the Ramsey County Detention Center by a rapist with a badge. She'd been arrested in Olympia, Washington on a warrant out of Ramsey County for DWI. To pick her up, Ramsey sent their private, for-profit prisoner transport company Inmate Services Corps, or ISC. Roderick Hankins is one of the ISC guards who picked Jennifer up, loaded her, shackled, into a passenger van filled with other detainees, and set off crisscrossing the country. Late one night, they pulled into a Missouri rest stop, where she was raped in a bathroom stall.
Your hands are literally tied. You're handcuffed, you're shackled, anything can happen and you can't protect yourself.
When Hankins dropped her off at the Ramsey County Jail, he whispered in her ear to stay quiet.
He even said, I'll take care of you. Don't talk about it. Don't say anything.
Jennifer said something.
Did you try to kiss her?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hankins, when confronted by a Ramsey detective, denied everything.
I'm happily married at home.
A rape kit was done. The DNA conclusive. Hankins was convicted, sentenced to federal prison for 9 years. An open and shut case, but as we discovered, not an isolated case.
When did you learn or realize that you were not alone?
I didn't know any details until honestly much later. I think it was even KARE 11 News that investigated it that I actually knew how deep it was.
The depth was staggering. KARE's investigation uncovered guards for Ramsey County's contractor, ISC, were accused of sexually assaulting women all across the country. We identified 21 women, including another from Ramsey County named Danielle.
How did it happen a second time? How did it happen a third time? How did it happen all these times?
The predatory behavior by private guards, given the power to haul people across the country in chains, our investigation found was fueled by a long list of systemic failures. There were loopholes in federal and state law. Oversight was non-existent. For example, Ramsey never bothered to check and see that ISC was not licensed to legally operate in Minnesota, or that their contract mandating a female guard for female inmates was routinely ignored.
Did the government fail you in this?
Absolutely, yes. They knew that things were happening and that people were being violated, and they continued to let it happen.
Last November, KARE 11 and AJ Legault published the results of a nationwide investigation that exposed widespread sexual assault by private contractors.
At the Capitol, Jennifer's story was played for legislators. Tied just that one company and its guards to 21 sex assault allegations, resulting in the passage of reform laws.
I'm glad that my story was able to make that change.
Jennifer served her time for the DUI, was released in February, and just celebrated 3 years sober. The lawsuit settlement now closes this chapter of her story.
Was this ever about money?
Absolutely not. No. This was about justice. 100%.
ISC shut down, and its owner, Randy Cagle, is embroiled in legal issues across the country. Ramsey County is self-insured, so taxpayers are directly footing the bill for this $1 million settlement. There's another lawsuit from a victim still pending. For KARE 11 Investigates, I'm AJ Legault.